Hello and welcome to What's Gaming. Today I'm going to talk about the Callisto Protocol, which is a survival horror video game developed by Striking Distance Studios and published by Krafton. It was released recently on 2nd December 2022 across Windows, PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S. It is directed by Glenn Schofield, who had previously co-created the Dead Space series, and thus the game is very much similar to Dead Space. The game sets 300 years in the future, where the player will take on the role of Jacob Lee, a victim of fate thrown into Black Iron Prison, which is a maximum security prison located on Jupiter's moon Callisto. When inmates begin to transform into monstrous creatures, the prison is thrown into chaos. To survive, Jacob must battle his way to safety to escape Black Iron Prison, while uncovering the dark and disturbing secrets buried beneath the surface of Callisto. Using a unique blend of shooting and close quarters combat, Jacob will need to adapt his tactics to combat the rapidly evolving creatures while scavenging to unlock new weapons, gears, and abilities to outrun the growing threat and escape the horrors of Jupiter's dead moon. Jacob is controlled from a third-person perspective, and important gameplay information is displayed via a holographic HUD viewed from the same third-person perspective. Jacob's health is indicated by an implant on the back of his neck called a code device, and his health can be replenished with injection-style pickups. In addition to gun-based combat, there is a melee combat system which remains a smart way to conserve ammo, since each successful combo string you land opens up a brief window to perform a skill shot, allowing you to automatically lock onto a weak spot with your firearm and down them in a few shots instead of a full clip. Players will be often forced to get up close and personal with their grotesque opponents, hacking off limbs, blasting off legs, and getting creative with whatever is at their disposal to survive each life or death encounter. If Jacob's health is reduced to zero, enemies will execute him in a graphically violent manner. In the course of the game, Jacob can also collect and review audio logs that provide deeper insights into the characters and story. The Callisto Protocol mixes third-person combat with in-depth storytelling, providing the player with strategy segments and then expanding the story with around an hour's worth of cinematics that dive into the game's world. Enemy variety is expansive, and as I have mentioned previously, it would require a mix of range and melee combat to succeed. If the player utilizes all the tools at their disposal, they can complete the game in about 12 to 14 hours. Now, this might seem too short comparing to the current price of the game, which is $59.99 on Steam and $69.99 on PlayStation and Xbox for the base version, and is relatively expensive across all regions as well, so you might want to wait till it gets on a sale. So that was a brief review of the Callisto Protocol. It's a heavily narrative-driven, story-rich game, and I could not go further as it would be diving deep into the story, and I do not want to spoil it for you. If you like this video and find it helpful and interesting, do like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell notification icon to stay updated to my new videos. Also mention in the comments if you're already trying out this game and your opinion about it. And do you think if the price is currently too high for a 12 to 14 hour game like this? I will be back soon with more content.